legacy. 101st our legacy. We are BP family. We are BP family. Fire. Halt.
All uniform personnel, attention. Honor guard. Post the colors.
Ready. Good.
Present.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Prepare to close. Order. Hold. Hold.
Order.
Go. Present arms. Order arms. Right turn, march.
Again, I'll say good morning. I'm Assistant Chief Patrol Agent Luke Fair, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies for today's graduation. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of Class 1147. Class, congratulations on getting to this point. Staff, cadre, Congratulations to you as well, and thank you for being here to show your support on this final day for 1147. And to those family members and friends viewing this graduation on various social media platforms, thank you for the support you've provided and the hardships endured to get your loved ones to this point. To begin, I would like to introduce the onstage ceremony party. Starting on my far right, Deputy Chief Patrol Agent Peter Hawkes. He is accompanied by Assistant Chief Patrol Agent Donna L. Twyford. Thank you for being here. I'd also like to recognize the staff members of the U.S. Border Patrol Academy that were instrumental in the success of this session. Some of these staff members cannot be present with us today as they are busy instructing other sessions. But for those of you who are here, I'd ask that you please stand as I call your name and remain standing. From the Operations Training Department, Supervisory Border Patrol Agent Brian C. DePlanty and Border Patrol Agent Javier S. Fabela. From the Spanish Training Department, Supervisory Border Patrol Agents Rene J. Delgado and Beatriz Mesa, along with Border Patrol Agents Mario A. Zubia and Jose A. Martinez. From our Physical Techniques Department, Supervisory Border Patrol Agents Christopher P. Cobos, Luis Miguel Labori, and Ruben T. Mendoza Jr., as well as Border Patrol Agents John A. Cerda and Anthony C. Barbera. From the Firearms Training Department, Supervisory Border Patrol Agents Zach S. Freemeyer and Eric B. Schultz, and Border Patrol Agent Brent W. Lawrence. From the Driver Training Department, Supervisory Border Patrol Agent Scott C. Curtis and Jorge L. Nunez. On behalf of the Tactics Training Department, Supervisory Border Patrol Agent Oscar Villarreal. From our Office of Chief Counsel, Attorney Instructor Christina Washer, and our Training Technician Rhonda King. Ladies and gentlemen, the staff of Class 1147, thank you. The U.S. Border Patrol Academy allows family members, influential persons who are either currently engaged in or retired from public service the honor of presenting the Border Patrol badge to their graduating relative or mentee. Today, we do have the honor of having a couple of badge pinners with us. Joining us today are Border Patrol Agent Jose P. Garcia, who will be pinning the badge of office on his nephew, Border Patrol Agent Adrian A. Condo. Supervisory Border Patrol Agent Ruben Villanueva will be pinning the badge of office on his son-in-law, Border Patrol Agent Edward L. Ozuna. Thank you for joining us, gentlemen. Each graduating class selects one of its members to address the audience on their graduation day. Class 1147 has selected Border Patrol Agent Nicholas Ramirez, Jr. Agent Ramirez, I would ask that you join me on stage.
Good morning, my fellow agents. Welcome to the graduation class of 1147. I'd also like to welcome Deputy Patrol Agent Peter Hawkes and family and friends watching who cannot be here with us today. What an honor it is to represent Class 1147. I can only hope that you will not be disappointed in choosing me to be the voice of our class. There are many better qualified to be in my position right now, but I'm extremely grateful to all of you for giving me this opportunity. We have finally made it. We have finally made it to the finish line. What a challenging journey it has been for every single one of us. Every one of us has sacrificed so much to be here, but it all became worth it with every challenging day we have been here. We are not joining just the task force. We are joining a family. Over the course of our training, we became better versions of ourselves. All thanks to God for providing us the strength and determination to wake up every morning and do what needed to be done. Our family for being understanding and providing their continuous support. They may not be here with us today, but are here in spirit and cheering us on wherever they are. Thank you to all instructors who taught us that quitting is not an option. All that time you all have spent teaching us the core values and helping us build the foundation of what it truly means to be a United States Border Patrol agent. You all have done your part, and now it is our turn to protect this great nation. I want to specifically especially thank our Spanish instructors, Mr. Delgado, Ms. Mesa, Mr. Zubia, Mr. Martinez, and Mr. Clore for teaching us the proper Spanish and utilizing lagartijas to help us remember. The Dunkin' Donuts and coffee used as reward to help us ace all our exams was more motivation than we realized in substituting Fletzy Chow. It is very impressive how they can shape and mold non-native speakers to carry fluent conversations as if it were their native language. We're also thankful to our fire instructors, Mr. Fremar, Mr. Schultz, and Mr. Lawrence, for all those days sweating under the New Mexico sun while teaching us all proper shooting techniques at the range. Their endless patience was greatly appreciated, especially during the times our minds drew a blank and an extra round went down the range. In all seriousness, because of your unbound knowledge, we will forever remain in the yellow zone. To our ops instructors, Mr. DePlanti, Mr. Respondic, and Mr. Fabella, we thank you for your guidance. You have provided us with the preparation of what is to come once we begin our journey upon arriving to our duty stations. It has been outstanding. To our taxi instructors, Ms. Almendares, and the many others we saw, we thank you for getting down and dirty with us in the dirt, showing us what it means to be really tactical. It was always enjoyable getting our uniforms clean and boots shined for the following day. To all our driving instructors, Mr. Nunez and Mr. Kevlar Curtis, we welcome the endless positivity given to us when we doubted our capabilities in doing certain driving techniques. We will always remember the dad joke battles between Mr. Knowles and our supervisor, Mr. Curtis, and also singing "Stop in the Name of Love" out loud when road guards were posted on the road. To our physical techniques instructors, Mr. Serta, Mr. Labordi, and Mr. G.I. Joe Barbera, we are eternally grateful for all of you. You have helped us find an inner strength that we never knew existed within ourselves. You created strong-minded and dependable Border Patrol agents out of average citizens. We broke many mental barriers through all the endless bodybuilders and thousands of flutter kicks that we had no idea we could do. We will always remember Mr. Labori's "Hello, Darlings," and how none of us knew what he was talking about, which was most of the time. We appreciate the fact that you all chose to be with us and took the time to show us the heart needed to become a United States Border Patrol agent. Lastly, to my agents, look around you. Remember to thank each and every one of your peers for the encouragement and motivation, especially during the difficult moments. This is by far the most difficult experience of my life. I know many of you share the same sentiment, but I will forever be grateful to be given this opportunity to be an example of what it means to be a United States Border Patrol agent and a member of Class 1147. We were all specifically chosen for a reason, and we will prove to all who trained us that they made the right choice. However, this was never given to us. We can proudly say we earned it. In closing, I would like to share a quote that was given as an oath to a rising knight in the old days. This is how it goes. Be without fear in the face of your enemies. Be brave and upright, that God may love thee. Speak the truth always, even if it leads to your death. Safeguard the helpless and do no wrong. That is your oath. So today, let us celebrate this great accomplishment with gratitude and humbleness. We should never take our badge for granted, as always remember the trials and all tribulations and value everything we endured to receive it. I congratulate you again, Class 1147. Class 1147. How do we finish, class?
Strong, sir!
You know that's right. Thank you.
Thank you, Agent Ramirez. Fine job on your final assignment at the academy there. Now it is my pleasure to introduce to you our keynote speaker. Before I invite Deputy Chief Patrol Agent Jaquez to the podium, I would like to tell you a little bit about him. Border Patrol Agent Peter Jaquez currently serves as the Deputy Chief Patrol Agent at the U.S. Border Patrol Academy and has served in this capacity since April of 2019. Prior to this assignment, he served as a patrol agent in charge at the El Paso station from September 2017 to April 2019. There, he led the station through one of the largest illegal immigration influxes on the southwest border. Agent Jaquez entered on duty with the United States Border Patrol as part of the 328th session in Charleston, South Carolina. This was in January of 1997. With over 23 years of experience in the U.S. Border Patrol, Agent Jaquez has served in multiple sectors: Marfa, now known as Big Bend, El Paso, Tucson, and Yuma. He completed 2 tours of duty at United States Border Patrol headquarters in Washington, D.C. In his most recent assignment at headquarters, he served as the Associate Chief with oversight of United States Border Patrol specialty programs. Throughout his career, Agent Jaquez is promoted through several career progressive positions. There he gained valuable technical and leadership experience. These positions include, but are not limited to, Senior Patrol Agent, Field Operations Supervisor, Associate Chief, Patrol Agent in Charge. Prior to joining the Border Patrol, Agent Jaquez served 4 years in the United States Navy as a torpedoman's mate in the submarine service. Agent Jaquez is married to Amber, and together they have 4 children: Christopher, Adam, Dylan, and Ian. Ladies and gentlemen, Deputy Chief Patrol Agent Peter Jaquez.
Thank you, Mr. Farrer. Appreciate that. So let's set the tone. Good morning, 1147.
Good morning, sir!
Outstanding. And now thank you to all the family, friends, and all the supporters that are tuning in today. We appreciate you joining us remotely, because that's the best we can do right now. Today is a great day. It's graduation day for 1147. When we close today, we'll administer the oath of office. And I can tell you that every time I get the opportunity to administer the oath of office, I get goosebumps. It happens all the time, because it is that strong and that meaningful to me. And I hope that it will be that meaningful to you in your career. Whether you remain a Border Patrol agent for the life of your career or you jump to another organization, which I hope doesn't happen, the oath of office is yours. You'll say it several other times, maybe at a promotion, maybe right before your retirement, but it means something. It has to mean something. It's a belief that we all have in serving this country. My journey in the Border Patrol began much like yours, sitting in a chair just like you, waiting for the day to get my badge and walk out proud to get to duty. It's been a wonderful journey, but it hasn't been without its trials and tribulations. In the Border Patrol Academy, we've trained you how to exercise the use of force, how to police in a different language. We've trained you in tactic scenarios. We've trained you to do pit maneuvers. We've trained you in a multitude of practices that you will deploy in the field that will hopefully be the practices that keep you alive and get you home at the end of every shift. That is the goal. When you all arrived to the Border Patrol Academy, we gave you green uniforms without any patches. And we had you wear vests every single day. When you talk about changing the culture of an organization, that is one of the pivotal things that we have tried to do here in the U.S. Border Patrol Academy. We want to make sure that you practice the safe practices we have shown you here to keep you going in the field. I want to make sure that when you leave for work every single day, you put on your vest, just like you put on your gun belt and your boots. When I came in this organization, it was one of those things where you didn't always wear it. I didn't. But you are the catalyst of change. You are making it happen. I have hope for this organization because you are part of the future. And I am hopeful that you will carry on that legacy. All the discipline that we instilled upon you here, all the pride, keep it. On day 112, you got to run together with staff, and you earned your patch. And that means something. Not everyone gets that patch. It means you're now part of the family. You're a part of us. We are part of you. We depend on each other. And just as Chief Owens told you, you are a representative of the U.S. Border Patrol every moment of your life from here on out. Everything you do reflects on us, and everything we do reflects on you. That's the way it's meant to be. It's a heavy burden, but it's a good burden. Hopefully you will go to the field and make all the right decisions. That's what we want. Whether it be at work or at home. It's important. It's important that we keep you. It's important that you continue to represent us. As part of your career, you will face several moments in your life that will test you emotionally even more than we tested you here. You'll be tested physically, mentally. You'll see a lot of things that people don't normally see. But I am confident that you are prepared to handle these situations. It will not be easy. That's okay, we like it hard. We like to make it difficult, because Border Patrol agents get it done. Easy isn't in our vocabulary. Getting it done is. One of the things that we have not really talked too much about, that I like to talk with the graduating class about, are some of the things that just don't really fit into the enforcement side of being a Border Patrol agent. Even though you've gone through strenuous training, you will continue to go through a transition once you get to the field. Your personal life will transition. Everything about what you do is going to change. It has to change. It's life. And I want you to be ready for that. Because every single one of you will meet a different challenge, and every single one of you will respond in a different way. You see, when I was coming into the U.S. Border Patrol, I just started going through the process. My grandmother had been a lawfully admitted permanent resident for about 35 years. And when she found out that I was coming into the Border Patrol, she became a U.S. citizen shortly thereafter. And I remember when she accomplished that task, she came up to me and looked up to me, and in her best English, she told me, "I am a United States citizen." To this day, I feel that pride that she felt when she was able to look up to me and tell me she had done it. It was an amazing feeling, but it was also a good reminder from her to me to remember where I come from. This country is made great by immigrants. Every single one of us, in one way or another, comes from an immigrant. Our job is to enforce immigration law and make sure that people come to this country the right way, the way that's defined by law. It's not a personal belief. It's a belief in what we do and how we enforce the law. It's important on how you execute your duties as a Border Patrol agent to remember that. Some of the defining principles that I've done my work is to be firm, to be compassionate, and to always be just. Because you never know when someone's watching you. We've talked about integrity, and I think everybody can readily tell me what the definition of integrity is. Doing the right thing when no one is watching. That goes in everything you do. And now more than ever, with the scope of the media and politics and the public, we are relying on you to do the right thing every time. It goes without saying. We cannot tarnish what we do. We cannot tarnish the integrity of our organization. And you cannot tarnish your personal integrity either, because it's important to you and it's important to your family. When I came into the Border Patrol, my first duty station was in Van Horn, Texas. and it was a very small town, nothing like I'd ever lived in before. 3,000 people population. My wife was from the beach, Virginia Beach, never had left, never been in a town that small, but she moved there with me and our 2 children, and we started our life together. 60 days at the Days Inn Hotel in Van Horn, Texas. Not an easy thing for anybody, especially a mother with 2 children while Dad was away at work. It wasn't easy. My first month in the Border Patrol, I remember we went out on a shift, and we ended up catching dope. We caught a bundle with several 400 pounds of marijuana out in the brush, and we stayed out there until about 11 o'clock at night. Back in 1997, unless you had money, you didn't have a cell phone that worked out there. You know, it was either you had a bag phone or a satellite phone, and I didn't have either. And so my wife was at home in the hotel with 2 children until I got home at about 11:30. That entire day, she had no idea where I was, what I was doing, whether I was alive or not, and when I was going to come home. It was tough. When I came home that evening, I had dinner, and I went straight to sleep because I had to be up for work and at the station by 6 o'clock the next morning. I didn't realize what my wife was dealing with. I didn't realize the changes that she was having to go through to accommodate my career for our family. To this day, she is still my wife. 24 years later, she hasn't left my side, and she's been my support and my drive the entire time. It doesn't always work that way. But what I'm asking is that you open your eyes and be receptive to those around you who support you and love you. Those around you who support you and love you but don't understand what you are dealing with at work, what you are seeing at work, and how you are growing and transitioning as a new person. Because it is a transition. You have to open yourself to that transition. This job will force you to change. It's like no other before. The first time that I apprehended a woman and child on a bus, I really didn't know how to feel about that. Most of the time we were out in the desert and we'd apprehend illegal aliens that were adult males. It was the demographic that we mostly saw back then. But the first time that I apprehended a woman with 3 children, I really did not know if this was the right job for me. It was tough. As I told you before, I come from a family of immigrants, and it was a difficult thing to reconcile within myself. I did my job. I arrested the young lady and took her and her children into custody, treated them with respect, never a doubt in my mind, and I did what was required by law. But it took a while for me to finally realize that I had to make a decision. I, like you will today, took an oath of office to do my duties and uphold the law. And I did. I had to reconcile that within myself, and it was not easy. You will have to make decisions like that throughout your entire career. As we spoke on the day of your patch run, your definition of honor first is going to change throughout your career. It may change once, it may change twice, it may change several times. But all the time that it changes, it should be the driving force to keep you doing what you're supposed to do. And to do it right, because that's what we expect. You'll go out to the field, and the public will see you as just another Border Patrol agent. But each one of you leaves here today as a Border Patrol agent with a heart, a Border Patrol agent with free will, a Border Patrol agent with outstanding training and compassion. You will get out there and you'll represent us the best way you can. And I'm so very proud of you for everything that you've accomplished thus far. Who knows how long it'll be before one of you is a supervisor in the field, a watch commander, a patrol agent in charge, a deputy chief, or even a chief patrol agent. And every time that you make the decision to move up, your responsibility and the weight on your shoulders will grow. And that's why we made this place so tough, because we're preparing you to be the future of this organization, to be the leaders that need to replace me and everyone else here. That's what it's all about, keeping it going in the integrity of our work. I am honored to be here, and I'm honored to celebrate with you, and I truly hope that when you leave here, it works out the way you want it to work out for you. I want nothing more than the best for you and your families. And with that, I wish you congratulations. And remember, always honor first.
Now we're going to move on toward our presentation of the awards. First, we would like to recognize the section leaders of Class 1147 with the Border Patrol Academy Award for Leadership. Border Patrol Agent Spencer R. Vetter and Joshua J. Sinkbill, please come forward. The section leader position carries with it a tremendous amount of additional responsibility, aside from the same strict training regimen as the rest of the class. The award for leadership commends the section leaders for their devotion to duty, leadership, demeanor, and professional attitude. Border Patrol Agent Yusuf Darwish, please come forward. Due to the physical demands of the position, Border Patrol agents are expected to be in good physical condition. Today's recipient has exceeded the challenging requirements and expectations for this award. His achievement indicates that physical fitness is a priority and sets an example for others to follow. The Driver Training Award recognizes a graduate with the highest score in the driver training program. Border Patrol Agent Conrado Hoyos, please come forward. Today's recipient far exceeded the challenging requirements and expectations of a novice driver through perseverance and hard work. His performance exemplifies the high level of attention to detail required to safely operate a motor vehicle during stressful situations. The Firearms Training Award goes to the graduate with the highest score in the firearms training. Border Patrol Agent Joshua J. Sinkbill, please come forward. This award signifies that the graduate has earned the distinction of achieving the highest firearms qualification score while demonstrating efficiency in the use of the service weapon. We'll now recognize the graduate with the highest academic achievement. Border Patrol Agent Leonardo I. Ibarra, please come forward. This award for academic excellence signifies that the graduate ranks #1 among their peers in Operation Spanish and Law. His performance makes him highly deserving of this honor bestowed by this award. Our final award is our Honor First Award. This is presented on behalf of the staff of the United States Border Patrol Academy. Again, if Agent Joshua J. Sinkville would please come forward. This award signifies that the recipient embodies the guiding principles of honor and has demonstrated through his actions a level of integrity and commitment that exemplifies the values of a Border Patrol agent. Now the moment you all have worked so hard for, 1147. Your graduating class will now be presented with the badge and credentials signifying that they have met the required qualifications to be Border Patrol agents. I will now turn the podium over to their lead operations instructor, Supervisory Border Patrol Agent Brian Duplani.
Caleb J. Baxley. Nepthali Cruz. Demetrius J. Daniels, Jr. Yusuf Darwish, Jr. Fritz Gerald Gerlin. Nestor Pontes. John H. Griffith. Joshua Hernandez Ramos. Conrado F. Hoyos, Jr. Leonardo I. Ibarra. Javier Jimenez. Jeffrey S. Knowles. Adrian A. Condo, Jr. Joining Agent Condo on stage is his uncle, Border Patrol Agent Jose P. Garcia. Johnny R. Marquez. David J. Matthews. Christopher A. Ortiz. Edward L. Osuna. Joining Agent Osuna on stage is his father-in-law, Supervisory Border Patrol Agent Ruben Villanueva. Joel O. Padilla Sanchez. Victor A. Pettis. Raquel M. Pena. Nicholas Ramirez, Jr. Julio A. Robles. Rafael E. Rodriguez, Jr. Victor H. Romero, Jr. Joshua J. Sinkbill. Matthew J. Solis. Spencer R. Vetter. Jesus A. Samaripa. Nathan Savala.
Graduates, please stand and prepare for the oath of office.
All right, if you don't have goosebumps yet, I don't know what's wrong with you. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
Caleb Braxton, Johnny Cruz, Demetrius Davis, Yusuf Donos, Nestor Fuentes, it's Joel Grannon, John Griffin, That's Hernandez Ramos, Ronald Oil, Leonardo Ibarra, Javier Jimenez, Jeffrey Knowles, Adrian Condon, Johnny Ray Marquez, David James Matthews, Christopher Ortiz, Edward Ozuna, Noel Padilla Sanchez, Victor Antonio Perez, Nicholas Ramirez Jr., Julio Robles, Rafael Rodriguez, Victor Hugo Romero Jr., Joshua Sinkbill, Nelson Solis, Spencer Ray Vetter, Jesus Amariba, Nathan Tavalos.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
the duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, session 1147. Welcome to the Border Patrol.
Congratulations, Class 1147. It has been my privilege to serve as your Master of Ceremonies for this major accomplishment in your lives and your careers. This concludes our ceremony for today and marks your final milestone here at this academy. As the deputy has affirmed by his words and actions today, we are confident that you are well prepared to go out and do this job safely and to the best of your abilities. We go out there and prove us right.
Section leader, dismiss your session for the final time.
Stand. Center. Take the border. Yeah. 147. Yeah. Mark time. Mark. Left. Right. Left. 100 versus 24.